Go ahead. First day of training camp, how do you approach that? Because there seems an urgency to create some difference in the team. And I can feel that, for some people it might be stressful.
Yeah, I mean, I think that anytime you're opening training camp, guys are pretty, ready to roll. So it's always highly competitive. It's always very urgent. For me personally, I'm not come in and start rah-rahing. I want to earn the respect of my teammates through, my play and my actions and my preparation. So that's kind of how I view it. But yeah, it was definitely very, very intense, and that's what good teams do. They make each other better.
How would you assess your first day here?
I think it was okay. I think there's things that I can clean up. I think that there's an aspect to continuing to gel with certain guys, but that won't take long. But there's always things to improve on, whether it's decision making or accuracy or those things.
Is it different for you? You go into Winnipeg Blue Bombers camp the last few years, and you know that Zach Collaros is going to be the starting quarterback. Here you come in, and it certainly looks like you're going to be the number one quarterback, or at least given the opportunity to be. Is the mindset different?
I wouldn't say the mindset's different. I would say maybe the responsibility is a little bit different. But I've been approaching football the same since I was real young. And when I say responsibility, I think as far as leadership, that will eventually, turn into more being vocal and stuff like that. Whereas in Winnipeg, that was Zach's job, and it was my job to have the conversations in private with guys that maybe he missed, and getting guys that I worked with ready if someone went down. That was kind of where my leadership role was. And here, obviously, that's expanding because, like you said,
There's got to be a level of excitement, whether you're in high school, college, professional football. Usually you start out, you're the second, third string guy, and you work your way up. And here it is. This is the opportunity that, whatever level you're at, that a professional football player wants. And that's in front of you now. And so you got to be a bit pumped about this.
Yeah, I think anytime you get a shot to play, that's what you do it for. I think that, the past few years have definitely taught me that there's other aspects of this game that I do love. The preparation, the process that goes into it, because I didn't get to play, but I truly enjoyed showing up every day and preparing. And I think that that's going to help me when you actually do get to go out and compete. I've said this before, but there were times last year where I got to play and, you almost forget how fun it is, when you haven't been out there. So, obviously I'm ecstatic. There's work to be done, but I'm extremely excited to be here and to work with the guys.
When it comes to just grasping the new offense, how has that been for you so far?
It's been good. I was able to kind of look at it as a whole, once it got all finished up. So I think I've prepared myself to be able to come in here and be pretty comfortable with the verbiage and the knowledge, and meeting with Tommy in the off season obviously helped, grasp those things, and also being with Zach, who was coached by Tommy. So a lot of this stuff is very similar in regards to how they speak and in the verbiage they use. So there will be things that are new, but those are things that we'll get to when the time comes. You know what I mean?
Confidence and success seem to go hand in hand. Has that level of confidence ever wavered in you through whatever hurdles and obstacles you've been through?
I don't think that, not truly, but there's always times when you are unsure of maybe who you are, but as a young adult, I'm very transparent with who I am, and kind of built on a foundation that is sturdy. So I would say as a young adult, my confidence has not wavered, regardless of the situation I've been in.
Has who you are changed over the years?
I think everybody adapts and grows. Change would be a different word, but I think everyone is able to adapt and able to grow.
Just a thought on the QB room. I mean, you have 4 guys with starting experience.
Yeah, awesome stuff. I grew up, in high school and stuff watching Jeremiah. So, I used to try to make plays like him when I was in high school. So I got a ton of respect for him. And, obviously when I was early in my CFL career, I got to watch him do his thing. Got a ton of respect for the knowledge that he has. And just the type of dude he is. He's great to work with. I'm really excited to kind of get in the room with him and break things down. And yeah, the rest of the guys, Dustin obviously did some great things last year. I have a great deal of respect for him. And he's a young, smart kid who, loves learning. And really all the guys in the room, we all have a lot of respect for each other. And something that I've just tried to echo is that if everyone loves this, we're going to have a lot of fun together. And it's going to be a good time. But there will be a lot of hours spent, together and doing things. But as long as they love it, it'll be fun.